Okay, it's time to go over the actual Locke pack. Okay, so technically, we're going to go over all my Pokemon and then we'll go over the rules. Because I've never actually explained the rules accidentally. Okay, we have Ninja Bug, named after what I always name my Ninkatas in Pokemon Mystery Dungeons. We have Meanie 2, which I didn't name it on screen because my camera ran out of room. It's named after my Purloin Meanie, and this is called Meanie 2 because, well, it was super mean. I caught Gravel just like today because, well, there were 2 new routes. I also caught this Tentacruel, which I'll go over later. I have Gravel, who I named because I was watching a Minecraft video that involved Gravel at the time while capturing it. I have who's actually a staple on our team. Let me just switch him out for our Tentacle, who I'll go over as soon as I go over this. And I have Cackle. I was trying to name it Cake, but I typed in a W by accident. But I think it's adorable. Okay, those are our box Pokemon. Now we go over our main party. He's level 11. And I named him, I think the second episode. I think that episode actually uploaded, but just in case you didn't watch it, while naming him, I was trying to come up with a name, and I was and I just typed in Okay, we have Cuddles, caught in the episode 1, part 2, because, well, she was intimidating, even as a Wurmple. And now she's a beautiful, intimidating beautiful. Okay. Oh boy. We have Flutterbug. I'm not sure what part I caught Hoenn, but I named her after what I wanted a YouTuber to name her TLO. Because, well, it's a bird, so Flutter, and she's gonna murder bugs. And also Brawly, so Bug. Okay. We have Fear, who is our life locker. I'll note that later when I go over the rules. Fear because of the Focus Tash and Quick Tata move pool. We have Subtitles, who's my starter, named because, well, in the second video I made, I forgot to put in subtitles. So it sounded like Mudkip, 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 Mudkip. It was really boring video. Mostly pictures. So yeah. And then we have Zigzagoon, who was the first Pokemon I caught and is currently poisoned because I was fighting a Tentacruel. There were actually 3 new routes, and I just kept encountering Tentacruels and Magikarps on Route 107. I was like, why am I not encountering anything else? Because I talked to somebody, he gave me the old rod. You can only encounter Magikarps and Tentacruels on that route with the old rod. So yeah, I'm gonna have to wait till I get Surf or a better rod. And then I can catch Whalmer. So Zigzagoon, I wanted Zigzagoon as my first encounter, so I named her Zigzagoon. Okay, time for the rules. I will probably write this down and post it on YouTube later, but here are the rules. Okay. I have Life Lock installed in my lock pack. By the way, you import rules, not the actual Nuzlocke, so you can edit it. So the Life Lock rule that I installed is, at the beginning of the game, before the first gym leader, you must pick one Pokemon who is immortal. But every time it faints, you must sacrifice one of your Pokemon. Okay, that's the only one I installed for Life Lock. Then I invented 2 new Nuzlocks. First, we have the gym leader, the gym lock. You see all my Pokemon? None of them begin with R. None of the Pokemon. Thanks, Mom. She gave me some biscuits. Okay. Cuddles was caught as a Wurmple. Is a Wingull. Flutterbug is a Tailo. Puchiana, Zigzagoon. Fear, Zigzagoon. That's gonna get confusing eventually. And subtitles is a Mudkip. Notice how none of their species names that I caught them with begin with R. Okay, that's the gym leader Locke that I invented. You are not allowed to face a gym leader. Okay, there's 2 rules that I imported in there. The 2 rules of the gym leader Locke are: A, you're not allowed to face a gym leader with a Pokemon that begins with their name, who, when you caught them, it begins with... Okay, let me explain. Okay, let's say you were going to battle Brawly. You caught a Shuppet, and now you have a Bayonet, and you want to battle him with Brawly. You're allowed to because you caught the Bayonet when it was a Shuppet. Then you evolved it. That's legal. But let's say you were in like Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and you wanted to face Sabrina. You caught a Shuppet, you evolved it into a Bayonet. That's a no-no. Because Bayonet evolved from the Shuppet you caught. But if, like, say, you caught a Bayonet, and then you wanted to face against Brawly, that's a no-no because you caught it as a Bayonet. Okay, so pretty much, if you catch a Pokemon, even if it evolves, the Pokemon that you originally caught, if it begins with the letters of the gym leader you're about to face, you're not allowed to use it. The second rule of the gym leader Locke is you must attempt to use as many Pokemon against gym leaders as possible. So, okay, so let me try to explain this. There are 8 gym leaders in Hoenn, okay? And, okay, so since there are 8 gym leaders in Hoenn, the maximum amount of Pokemon you could use against those 8 are 48. But you subtract 2 of them for my current situation because I only have 4 now. If you were to get like 50 Pokemon, but you caught them at the end and you weren't able to use 2 of those Pokemon because you had 8 encounters, 1 route, 1 day, then that's allowed because you end up having excess Pokemon. And if you have too little Pokemon to fill a party, like I only have 4 box Pokemon, that's okay, but I have to use those 4 box Pokemon in at least 1 gym. I'm planning on using them for Brawly. Okay? I plan on exporting at least these 3 and probably her because you don't actually have to use them in a battle. You can just have them in the party and that will count. And if the rules conflict with each other, like let's say you have both rules in the same lock pack, if like one of the if you're in the 8th gym and one of the Pokemon that you haven't used, it begins with like let's say you were going in Pokemon Red, and the Pokemon that you want, and you're not allowed to use a Pokemon that begins with G. So if you only have like a Geodude in there, that won't conflict with the second rule because you're obeying the first rule. Okay, that's confusing, so I'll write it down on paper later. Then we have the final one, and then I'll need to explain the actual lock pack rules, because the lock pack is technically a Nuzlocke where you install Nuzlocke rules into it, Nuzlocke variant rules. You guys already know the Nuzlocke rules. And then I have another one I invented, the Giggle Lock. This is complicated because it involves you guys. For every single moment in an episode, in which case you can just LOL, you have to count the number of those times and then type them in the comments. You don't have to, I just would like you to. And then and incorporate that number into a funny comment. I will pick one comment out of all those, if there were comments, and then I will incorporate it into my next encounter. The name. I might use your username, I might use the number, I might just make a reference, and I will note that, okay? And the lockpack rules are, let me think. Okay, first of all, you are allowed to install as many rules as you want, but you cannot uninstall them. So say like, and also, okay, so like, how do I explain this? Okay, like let's say if you install a really, really hard rule that makes it like game breaking to play, you're not allowed to uninstall it. But that includes easy rules too. And also, you can install easy rules to make it easier, or hard rules to make it harder, like many people do for Minecraft. Because this entire Nuzlocke was based off of Minecraft, technically. Okay, is there another rule? Let me see. Nope, that's about it. Well, that was me recapping, and in 5 seconds I'm about to record the next episode. Bye. This was a recap for all the episodes that got lost. The lost episodes.